Apple just announced the M1 Pro and the M1 Max, which of course is indirectly insulting Windows laptop like Dell, Asus, Acer, and so on and so forth. How can Apple release a laptop with 8 TB of SSD straight up to 64 GB of RAM and having 8K resolution video? That is just insulting. Apple is not trying to be competitive in one way, and at the same time they are trying to be competitive because they have already established their name in the whole society, and everybody knows that, oh, something from Apple should come out good. But Windows, we have different varieties. So today I'll be telling you what I think and things you don't know that the M1 Pro and the M1 Max MacBook lineup 2021 will have. My name is MacBook. So if tech happens to be your thing, please consider subscribing to this channel and clicking on that post notification bell beside it. And when you're at that, give this video a huge thumbs up as you and I break the algorithm together. So with that being said, let's jump right into today. The M1 Pro and the M1 Max are going to be having great specifications, 14 inches and 16 inches respectively, and the 14 inches is not going to be that lacking because of they will have the same pixel per inch count, which is 256 pixel per inch count. But for the 16 inches, because of that 2-inch real estate, it has more pixels there. The 8K playback can go 17 hours screen on time and 21 hours of streaming online, which is very crazy for the 16-inch model. But for the 14-inch model, it can go to 11 hours plus screen on time. I don't know what exactly Apple is looking for. Content creators, bigger brands that are looking for a very powerful system shouldn't be thinking of Windows again. I'm not saying that Windows is actually bad. I'm just saying because of the M1 Max and M1 Pro, especially for the M1 Max, it is kind of insulting PC world. How can you have an 8 TB solid state drive which reads 7.4 GB per second and a 64 gigs of RAM on a laptop that is not too heavy and very expensive, of course? You see, for the price, it is starting at $19.99, and the M1 Max is starting from $24.99. The Max is having better, better battery, better specifications. They are having 16 cores straight up to 32 cores of CPU, of GPU. The GPU especially is what is changing, and the CPU is exactly what is changing between the M1 of last year's and the M1 Pro and Max. We were expecting the M1X, which of course didn't happen. For the price, that is where they lack. Because of, if you want to get the 64 GB of RAM, the 8 TB of solid state drive which reads 7.4 GB per second, you want to get that 8K playback time of like 21 hours, you have to be paying a really big amount of money. MKBHD even tweeted that the M1 Max and the M1 Pro are not budget friendly because we are going way up to $6,100 US dollars, which is a lot of money for a system. Apple is just like telling us that, hey, don't buy our iMac Pro, don't buy our Mac Pro, don't buy our Mac Mini, don't buy our MacBook Air, just go to the M1 Pro or the M1 Max MacBook series. Because of anybody that is trying to buy the M1 Max with the $6,100 US dollars price tag won't need their system. The only thing they might need is maybe they want to go fully pro and want to splurge all their money. They can get 3 6K retina display monitors and 1 more 4K, which the laptop is capable enough to display 6K within those 3 monitors and 4K to another. That is a lot of pixel counts. Video creators will have better resolution to edit with because of, I think it's coming up with 16:10, no more 16:9 aspect ratio. That little real estate actually makes you and I have more space to work with. The M1 Max, the M1 Pro are pretty good. If I were to have like $3,000, which laptop will I get? Well, I will really go for the 32 gigs of RAM and 1 to 2 TB option. I don't need the higher specifications. Not that it's not useful. If the Max can get me that with less than $3,000, I will go straight up for it. Because of a $3,000 laptop from MacBook, which of course is the latest that's coming right up, can't be compared to $3,000 PC build that you will do at home. I'm not saying the 3080 Ti with better graphics card out there, better RAM, better screen, better PC component won't give you exactly what that can give you, but you spend a lot of money because of the laptop is giving you a screen, a battery, and a better system. but the PC build is giving you more space to put it on. You have to use, of course, power supply to power it. You still need to buy an extra monitor, and you need to buy the keyboard and mouse and anything you need for your workflow. So in conclusion, the price tag for the M1 Pro and the M1 Max is where it is. But this is how we come to the end of today's video. Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, turn on that notification bell after that. I'm Mr. Bukwazo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for dropping by. This is #. Peace.